What's a really cheap item you can buy that can make you look incredibly rich? Credit card that is black in color. It doesn't have to be a black card, just black. Or a credit card made out of metal. My Amazon one is metal and people always comment on it and how luxe it feels. Haha, joke's on you. It's maximumed out at 5k. I have the same card. It looks cool. My limit is $2,500 haha. Apparently 3-ply toilet paper. One of my friends was at our house last year, and after a bathroom trip, she told another friend, "Ooh, they've got money, they've got the good stuff. Lol." I think we would all be surprised to realize how many people silently judge others based on the TP they buy. Lol. Cheap suit that you then get tailored. It's always better to buy a cheap suit that you get tailored to fit well than an expensive suit that fits like crap. While we're at it, the order of buttoning or not buttoning your suit jacket. If the suit had 3 buttons, the order from top to bottom is sometimes, always, never. If the jacket has 2 buttons, the top button is the only one you should button. Don't ask me why the bottom button's there, I just work here. Extra points for unbuttoning the jacket when you sit. This also helps the health of the button junction. A small table in your living room with a pitcher of water and 2 glasses. Just slice some lemons and cucumbers and put them in the water pitcher. I keep mine in the fridge so it's cold. When people come over, they're always super impressed to have water with cucumbers and lemon in it. Plus it tastes good, is refreshing, and better/healthier alternative to other drinks you could offer. Cucumber water is for customers only. Under cabinet lighting. I have rechargeable LED strips that I bought for $30 on Amazon. Held up by magnets, they light up the backsplash/counter below and scream. I had this custom lighting done by an electrician. Can you hit me with the link? When he gives you the link, will you let me know? Trash bags for your bathroom trash can instead of grocery bags. I use Target bags instead of Walmart bags. That way it's classy. I can't tell if you're joking or not, but I absolutely do this, and I absolutely feel classier just by using this one simple trick. On the App Store, there is an app called I'm Rich. It costs $1,000 and all it does is say that you're rich. When you open it, once in a while it goes free for 24 hours. Snag that baby up, and you too can have your friends look at you like you're certifiably insane when you show them the app. It looks like it's a reasonable $99.99. Adjust your monocle please. I'm late to the party. Spend money on getting your clothes tailored. I'm a money manager. The old school wealth doesn't wear anything that stands out. However, their clothes always have a perfect fit. The flashy guy that comes in with a big watch, driving the sports car, usually has a ton of debt. Money talks. Wealth whispers. Tailor my t-shirts. I'm in. I got my burlap sack tailored. It's not an item and it only costs your time, and that is being clean. Having a clean car inside and out, clean apartment/house, and make sure everything smells clean. Basically taking care of yourself shows others you value yourself, and that will make them more inclined to believe you have value as well. As someone who struggles with this, and a serial mess maker, not a slob or dirty/smelly, just not as organized as I'd like, and I definitely let crap pile up in my house, this comment was hard to read. It is accurate, which is probably why. I'll try again tomorrow. Hey fellow slobby person. I don't know what your flaws are, but I know mine very well. I'm supremely lazy, so I've started making it as easy as possible for me to do chores. I have trash cans everywhere. I mostly have non-food trash, so they don't need liners. When then get full, I dump them in the big can. I also have a small hand truck to take out the trash to the dumpster. I have laundry baskets everywhere that I'm prone to leave clothes. I have one in the living room, the bathroom, 2 in the bedroom. I know this is bad, use disposable plates, cups, and cutlery. It helps not having to do dishes. I just got a clean house. I'm doing my best to maintain it. I find if everything has its place, I'll put it where it belongs. It's done a lot for my mental health. Good luck. Lab created diamonds. They say it can even fool professional diamond dealers. It isn't as cheap as what others posted, but it can still save a lot of money. Charles and Carl Vidmoisenite. The one I have was $700. Its diamond equivalent is about 10k. Moissanite is chemically different than diamond and has a higher index of light refraction, giving it its fiery look with subtle bright colors that aren't seen in diamonds. But yeah, everyone thinks I got my fiancé a giant diamond ring is stunning with that moissanite. One of those long cigarette holders. I got one of those for my friend as a gag for his birthday. Funny as hell to see him pull out his cruller devil stick on lunch break. We work in construction. I bet when he gets home after a long day he takes a bath and holds it over the edge of the tub with delicate taps to knock the ash off. Being underdressed. CEOs wear suits. Actual insanely rich people wear whatever the hell they want. Worked a black tie gala charity event where everyone was in tuxes except one guy who looked almost homeless. Found out he is extremely rich, and during the silent auction, if he felt items weren't getting bid high enough he'd toss in tens of thousands of dollars to raise more money for the charity and get into bid wars for fun. At one point he left early and didn't really care for the winnings and gave them to the runner-ups. Never experienced someone with so much money they just didn't care what it was spent on. New life goal: be wealthy and respected enough to walk into a black tie gala wearing old slacks and nobody stops you. Moisturizer. Even a cheap one will be enough. Majority of rich people have good skin. Bought moisturizer yesterday for the first time in my life due to dry skin more than ever before. This crap is awesome, and I'm never going without it anymore. Here's a tip from a fellow male moisturizer who gets dry skin: cool your showers down. The hotter the shower, the drier your skin. My skin always gets worse during winter because the temperature of my shower increases. Cake forks. Although only useful if you can get someone round your house and subtly place one in front of them. Obviously you can't drop them into casual conversation, because what person that actually owns cake forks would think about owning cake forks other than to use them? You can never admit to polishing them yourself unless you want to put on that you're just a little hard on luck at the moment and get some sympathy. You can easily drop this into conversation without having to invite someone over. Hey John, who's your cake fork guy? Is he? But be prepared for them to respond, no Jim, I use a bad cake fork guy. You can buy bootleg iron-on lacquered alligator loggers and affix them to any nondescript polo. Boom. Now you're wearing a shirt that looks like it's worth $60. My mom did this for my oldest brother. Growing up we didn't have much in the way of wealth other than our basics were always covered, and we never complained. We appreciated everything we had. But when my brother got older he went through a piloting program that put him in touch with upper class folk on a daily basis. My mom felt bad that he was always wearing non-brand clothing, and being an amazing seamstress she sewed up a bunch of shirts for him and added on the Lacoste logo. Obviously any of the people who hung out with my brother longer than a passing conversation would know he wasn't from money, but the initial impression at least made it easier on him when meeting people. He avoided a lot of judging a book by its cover crap. My dad saved up from his first job to buy store-bought jeans. You could tell the difference between those and homemade ones because the store-bought had an embroidered line on the back pockets. When my grandma learned why he'd done it, she sewed the same type of embroidery onto the rest of his jean pockets. Voila, store-bought look. I guess a Publix sub. Went in there just now for lunch. Got the Boar's Head Ultimate. Lady was like, you know the Publix Ultimate is on sale right now, right? Yup, I know. I just don't like the meat used in there. I want my boar's head. Lady laughs and goes, oh, you bougie, and makes me my sandwich. Feel super rich eating my $8 sub. For real, some people don't realize the difference because they have never had it. Once you bite into that $5 a pound meat vs that 2.50 store brand, you see the difference. When I was a kid my mom tried the old switcheroo. I asked immediately why the deli meat tasted slimy. No thanks. I'm not sure about incredibly rich, but even a cheap Timex watch can bring you up quite a few social class notches. Seriously, if you're rocking a suit with no watch and buddy over there is rocking khakis and a watch, he's gonna look like he has his life together, and you're gonna look like you're about to try to sell me life insurance. Shoes in good shape. Clothes fit. Wear a leather belt that isn't falling apart. Have a watch. No neck beard. No trashy case on your phone. Class it up. People always assume I'm rich because I have no case on my phone. Depends if you're looking for the I just released a new rap album Incredibly Rich or the Silicon Valley tech startup Incredibly Rich. I'd say designer shoes and a knockoff watch will go a long way, unless you plan to walk around everywhere in a 3-piece suit with all the add-ons. This is exactly it. Everyone is talking about cufflinks and nice ties, but the truly rich millennials have high-end streetwear. Everyone had their Sunday best tuxedo for weddings and job interviews, but to truly stunt on people nowadays, if you're outside of a boardroom, you need pair of designer sneakers or a high-end backpack that you wear to a coffee shop. Like what? Oh, this old thing. Just my Tuesday fit, nothing to see here. Casual drip is where it's at. Depending on your definition of cheap, a bidet. They're like $30. Anyone that sees one of those on your toilet will think you're fancy as frig with your super clean asshole. I just looked one up on Amazon, and the questions are amazing. Does this shoot ice cold toilet water right up your butthole? Yes. Does it tickle? Yes, but only in a good way. Can this double as a drinking fountain? Yes. Most of these things aren't cheap, but some people might find it interesting to know the giveaways that wealthy folks, especially waspy, blue blood, old money types, notice. In order of importance. 1. Teeth, the biggest indicator of poverty/underclass upbringing. 2. Social graces, greetings, introductions, interactions with service staff, tipping, casual mention of certain schools, communities, vacation spots, etc. Bonus, use of certain nicknames, i.e. Miffy, Buffy, Tat, Scooter, etc. 3. Shoes. 4. Clothing fit, especially sweets, prole gap, cuff length, etc. 6. Trendy clothing, most old money find logos and garish brands. Abhorrent. They stick to certain brands and prefer no or subtle logos and styles that are timeless. Old clothes and hand-me-downs are perfectly acceptable. It's perfectly normal to keep certain items in the family for generations. A Turnbull and Astor dress shirt, for example. 7. Dressing wrong for certain occasions. Never wear club or school ties, pins, clothing to any function or event that is not affiliated with that item. Wearing a Harvard tie to a cocktail party at Mrs. Place in the Hamptons would be considered a faux. Likewise, knowing when to wear madres, khakis, blazers, etc. and when not to again. This is mostly just awareness of the rules and social graces. Your attitude and the energy with which you carry yourself. People will make all kinds of assumptions about you based on this, and there are definitely ways to skew those assumptions into the direction of rich. Think about how you would behave if you had billions of dollars, and how you would expect others to behave based on your prior experiences of being a billionaire and interacted with the world. Contrary to what you might think, you would probably be extremely polite and be in a state of calm yet assertive energy. You would be used to getting exactly what you want and people doing what you say, so you would have no reason to bring an attitude of combativeness to most situations. You nicely tell people what to do, and they do it. You don't ask for permission. The most powerful people don't have to act badly to get what they want. It is usually the people who are relatively powerless and desperate for power who treat others poorly because they are in such a perceived state of wanting. Also, if you were very rich, most of the environments and experiences you have would reinforce this sense of wide open possibility. To get a taste for it, I recommend challenging yourself to experience things that might seem a little intimidating. Go to Channel, go to Hermes, go to Saks. You will be astonished at how shockingly well you are treated, how few people are in the stores, and how fantastic the representatives are. Then go back to masses and contrast. Go places where real rich people are, and see what it's like. Feel the energy. Palm Beach is a good place to start. My experiences in Palm Beach have been surprising. I expected to feel awkward and I expected people to be cold and unwelcoming, and yet I have found the opposite to be true. People were so lovely and made me feel so welcome and at ease, probably because they are at ease themselves. In Boca, by contrast, there is a highly uncomfortable and secure energy that underscores most interactions I've had, especially at restaurants. To authentically project rich, you need a baseline of what rich feels like. Also, absorb impressions of the difference between fake rich or new rich and true wealth. You will rapidly discover that real wealth infrequently broadcasts wealth. If you are truly wealthy, and it is all you've ever known, it's not something you feel compelled to overshare. Additionally, you may have been taught not to for security reasons. Also, you may not even know how wealthy your family truly is.